Had a client that we're representing on a dog bite case recently asked me, well, how long is it going to take for my dog bite case to be litigated here in Mississippi? And it's a fair question. I think they were asking just from the standpoint of the fact that dog bite cases are different than other types of injury cases. But the reality is that a dog bite case, in terms of timeline and how long it's going to take to work that case to conclusion, is going to follow a very similar timeline to other personal injury litigation. Every case is unique. These time periods that I'm about to give you are sort of rules of thumb. They're not, etched in stone or anything. Most of the time, the length of litigation and how long it's going to take to reach conclusion is going to have a lot more to do with factors such as just how bad are the injuries, so how much damages are at stake in the case, how clear is the liability, and sometimes liability is clear from a common sense standpoint, but liability may be heavily contested and fought from a legal standpoint. In other words, if there's a lot of damages, if that insurance carrier for the defendant believes that they can dig in and fight the case and drag it out and maybe wear down the plaintiff, get them frustrated with the process and want to settle and get it over with, or that they just have some grounds that they can fight the case on for liability to drive down the value of the claim, then the case can be hotly contested from a liability standpoint. That can drag things out. Sometimes there's just legal issues to work through, or sometimes there's evidentiary issues that have to be worked through. So those are all factors that kind of play into really any personal injury case, how long it takes to pursue the case. But generally speaking, if the case is not a catastrophic injury, or sometimes even if it is, depending on the damages that are involved, how contested liability is in the case, and how complicated the evidentiary issues are in terms of getting evidence to prove the case, access to witnesses, how cooperative the parties are in producing evidence to get to the bottom of the case. Depending on those things, typically the less contested damages are, the less contested liability is, the less complex the evidentiary issues are. Cases can potentially be resolved within 3 to 6 months, pre-suit, pre-lawsuit, if there's not a whole lot of argument or complexity around those issues. If the case is being litigated and suit is having to be filed, then typically things move more into a 6-month to 24-month, sometimes longer, again, just dependent on the complexity of the case. And complexity is driven by the value, just the amount, the extent of damages. For instance, if there's a lot of ongoing treatment, sometimes things are delayed because you really need to get a sense of the person's recovery or what type of treatment they're going to need in the future before you can fully resolve things. But damages, contested liability, evidentiary issues are usually what's driving the length of time. And so the more complex all of that is, the longer litigation can go. And that's typically 6 months to 24 months, sometimes longer, from the point where you hire an attorney. But all of this is again, specialized and is going to be unique to your case. And that makes it all the more important to have good quality legal representation involved who can walk you through every step of the way. Here at Brad Morris Law Firm, myself and others, we've had great success representing people on dog bite, dog attack cases. If you have questions about this or other areas, just reach out to us on our website or give us a call, and we'll do our very best to get you the help you need, get you on the path to recovery. Thanks for watching.